here. Oops, put this one on. Wow, I am just on the side. I know I just got into space right away when I connected to you. It's like, now I see you. It's like you're right in front of me and you're standing and looking at me. What's interesting about you is that your energy body, I see the outline of it, but inside it's like this, the stars and the sky, the night sky. That's how it looks. And then there's like a cape on the back, and it all fades away into it's like a cape fades into, connects to space, and you're part of it, it's part of you. I see your head clearly, but your body is like merged in with the Milky Way. And on this side, then I see that Swan constellation, Cygnus constellation. And then I got to the nebula. The name of it that came is like Norse Nebula, Northern Nebula. It's right there, up here, kind of. And you're like energetically connected to it because that cape made out of stars and the energies of the universe is connected, and you are as if you waved, like waving carpet and then rolling it together, as if part of you is there, and then you unroll the carpet and connect it to Earth, as if you created a portal like that. And this nebula is like a burst of, looks like a flower that is opening up, like a rosebud that opening up, and inside just like a white hole connection to other universe. And I get the number 71. I think it just like to classify them in a way. That's what you're telling me. But you come from that universe and you come here to explore and go back, because that's what you kind of do. You show me different pictures like metaphors. Um, you're showing me a leaf from an oak tree, and I see like a stem, and you're at the end of the stem. You are a stem, but then the stem curves to the left, straight to the right. And that's how you go. You go from a white hole as a stem to all this universe is connected to that white hole. Something like this. But you came here in a spaceship. This spaceship looks very different from what I usually see. It's made out of geometric shapes clustered together, creating I'm trying to figure out what to compare it to. It's like as if you connected three Merkabas together and elongated them, stretched them out, and it's all composed of, it's like purplish energy with the golden streaming light inside. And the golden streaming light, as I understand, these are your energies of the team, of the crew of the spaceship. And I get that there's 300 energetic bodies in there. And you're like a team that goes from one universe to another to, and you say that you connect them by the ring of energy, information, light, and sound wave. And I keep seeing like a thread, and a thread is energetic, and the thread is behind you as a cape, and it's also behind the spaceship. That it's like you're sewing together energetically all the universes into a big positive informational field or library of worlds and connections. Another analogy comes like sister cities or sister universes. You figure out at what level of development or entropy each universe is, and you connect them, and in a way you classify them or connect them. You're like a channel, a connector of different groups of people on earth. That's what you came here to do. Or connector of different star races on different universes who can, which can contribute to each other and multiply their energy, become like a huge giant energy space and field of new creation. Because what consciousness does as a whole, it's streamlining. You said like we're streamlining as a rocket, as a spaceship, and we always want to explore more space, cover up more field with the consciousness that keeps spreading and growing. So whatever cancer grows, forms, is like it happens also malfunction of energy connection or production of things, because some creation just goes wrong, and that what creates viruses. But then there's always antivirus that you can actually bring on through information and ideas to counteract. It's almost like technology, but consciousness produced. Not even technology, but energetic formulas to cover up the artificial matter with biological matter to create. I mean, you're like a physicist of the universes, and it's almost like I'm gonna have a brain explosion because I feel like you know so much that it's really hard to put in words. Um, if it's and there's a lot of terminology that we don't even have in any language on the earth that you use. But the reason why your spaceship is it's totally made out of crystal, and why it's like a conglomerate or of crystalline structures put together, but by the golden light that merges as one streamlined energy inside the ship that holds it together. It's all an energetic. It's like from, I mean, if you speak of dimensions, which I feel, my feeling is it's not really at that point. There's no like leveling of dimensions, it's higher than all the levels. You're telling me that this is your life number 28, and you're living them all together at the same time simultaneously, and not like really parallel life, but as one. As like it's like you spread yourself as that carpet in space, and each little square of the carpet, as it's composed of little cells, each cell is living a life just for the experience of it, because you need to know information from 28 countries at the same time. That's what you're saying. Um, and because it's like a biological matter, you can put a world together, shape it into a body, uh, like of a human, let's say, and see how the energies work and how they malfunction and why they malfunction. And you figured out you're a team of, we can call you as researchers or physicists, that you put together the you research how, let's say, grays from one group split into 6 groups, how they hybridize themselves. What went wrong in this part of universe or this part of universe that certain species became evil, um, and start destroying perfectly designed humanoid body that we all creators put together as a sketch and created out of our idea. What came first is idea of creation, and then creation came, materialized um, in the subtle, um, subtile, like thin energies, like I guess I don't know that probably the English word, but it's Italian actually. So it's very it's like waving a very beautiful fabric out of very thin silk refined thread. That's that's how you research everything, and you're very careful about all the information and how the energies work and everything. Um, it's like ancient knowledge almost in our terminology would be. That's what I feel, and I see you. You came by the spaceship, and I see you spread out. I see the team of 250 still on the spaceship, and it's circling the universe on the outskirts of it. And I see the other 50 are incarnated in different galaxies, and you're all connected, and you can actually channel each other easily. Uh, those humanoid forms like on board of the spaceship, and also those who incarnate in different galaxies, you're all connected. So in some of them, you're more, let's say, it's not that you're friends with, but you're more interested in this particular galaxy or constellation or what's going on there, that in the current life interests you more. So you might get drawn to the information about it. Anything, books, videos, doesn't matter. It's just the feeling that your physical part also participating in the research part is important for you. You show me an apple, and you're showing me it's not a worm that comes out of the apple, it's a snake that comes out of the apple. It's a red, shiny apple. And it's like a lot of metaphors going on with you. You use a lot of symbology to communicate, because you said that you're absorbing and transforming, and you're over intoxicated from those 28 lives put together, from absorption and transformation of the energies in the world. It's not that only in your environment. That really doesn't, for you, it doesn't really, for your subconscious for sure, it doesn't count, it doesn't matter much. But what you do at a global scale, as a part of a large, you show me different things. Like now you show me a sponge, and a sponge is like a natural in the ocean. It has those holes, and you're like one of the holes, and you suck in energies, and you transform them, transmute them, and you like push them out, and they're clean. But the problem is, you put a lot of those energies in your stomach. That it might be heavy or hurt from them. You also very much like I feel heaviness in the forehead, and that heaviness, it's pressuring the visual nerves, the structure of an eye, because you're trying so hard to push through the layers of this thick layers of matrices, and the programming in it. It's not that the density is hard for you, but more that the programs are overlaid so in such a dense content, I guess, that the structure of it is very kind of hardcore, and it's almost like you're pushing it with your energy body through it, um, but you're also getting the energy from space, and you're always connected to it. The problem is, I see there's like a white flat. It almost looks like frisbee thing. It's under the layer. It's right here, like under the hair, like here. And it's only when I told you to start touching your body to reveal the implants, if you have any, that this one showed up. And it goes like, it looks kind of weird, like, so the white frisbee here, and it's covering the entire kind of top of the head, inside the head. And then there's like it reminds me kind of like a jellyfish with only one tentacle, and it goes like in a wave motion throughout the body. It's like a parasite from, you said it's a parasitic um um entity from space that got attached to you, because it's after the introduction of parasitic entities in this universe that lots of them been created. Some of them are the actually jellyfish, the other ones are octopi, and also the squid type, um, spiders, crab-like creatures. Those are hybridized spiders. Mm, those that the people see a lot also. Um, and you said that there's too many of them to clean. You realize that the problem that this one got attached to you is because of the some of the situations in your life when you were in that gentle age of young, as you say, when you were 8 years old, 7, 8, and I see a birthday party or something. It's almost like somebody commented about something or something touched you. Because I get this, I see emotional body there, and it's like a little like hole in it or something. And from that hole, I see the tentacle goes through it, and it gets in your head like a tiny little. It's like a pulsar. It's like pulsating, and that pulsation creates the energetic something like a ring, and the ring starts rotating and creating. It's almost like it reminds me like a galaxy forming in your head, but it's artificial, created by that parasitic thought um, um, that had the vibration of that parasite who came on that vibration and connected to it. And that in return created almost like the bodily response of suppressed immune system. Certain ways that it responds are different from what normally should be or would be. I see two things: lymphatic system and immune system. This thing created a certain vortex of energy in your body that disrupts the energy, and also from plus sign turns it, twists it into minus, um, like that. But you're ready to take it out, you're saying. And it's like no entities connected to it because nobody showed up. Mm, you're just taking it out from top of your head. It's like a long cord. It's it's almost like fixated you in this environment also, because the end of it kind of goes, penetrates the bottom, the floor of your energy sphere, and it's like a butterfly pinned was a needle type thing. So you took it all out. It's very long too. It's like you can wrap it around your arm so many times. But you're opening this kind of like a portal, like a big hole in the energy sphere. And you put like golden energy from your essence onto around it, and you shrink it to one dot. You say everything can be shrunk like this to one single dot, because one single dot creates something big and expansive. It's all about the idea of creation and the self-replication of energy. And you just throw it, you just throw it in the portal. I think you transmuted this energy because I see it almost like particle of space now, and it's non-functional. It's not parasitic anymore in nature. And you have 88 strands of DNA. You say 88 because it's the energy of this endless cycle of life and endless flying around and going to new and new universes that are being created in an endless cycle, which makes it fun for consciousness to explore. You just send the information to the other 49 golden souls like yours, for them to know that how to liberate themselves, like and how to check their bodies, basically, to see if anything got attached to them. I just want to see about this, why you showed me the apple and the snake coming out of it, because you were holding it in your hand, and it's like it's related to something. I think you show me now the universe when it was only when it was created in the beginning. I see a vast space and it's beautiful light energies. They're very the feeling is immature in nature, and they also like very thin, very pastel like, and there's not much going on the planets yet. And I see different ships coming through different portals from other universes to this one to see life and to see and then come back to see how life adapts to certain environments and certain laws of physics on different galaxies. And then there's a storm coming through, and I see the snake's head again, like, and the storm looks like the gray dust, like a hurricane. And I see stars. It's almost like I see them having eyes and faces. They're totally like alive, and um, they're scared of this, what it is going on. And that's the parasitic nature of the snake that came through from nowhere, like literally infiltrating the universe, and it's like a hurricane. And a lot of things were gone from the planets that were being developed. And that's how this reptilian nature, parasitic reptilian nature showed up, appeared. And and then you came after it because you saw what happened. You saw it on the screen at your spaceship. um your screens are like, they just show up, like in the middle of the room, as if from nowhere. They form when you want to screen, when you want to see some part of the universe. That's how you see it. It comes from the micro antennas from outside the spaceship. They are made out of looks like glass, but it's crystal. It's like they're pointed at different sides, and that particular antenna that observes, like a telescope of this particular galaxy, would show that galaxy. And it's almost like it tunes in, was the wave, like a radio station, to that particular planet or star, and shows you. You say that you miss, it's like you're on a mission, you know you're coming back there, but on the mission you always miss that. I know why, because on the spaceship, you almost like like you have your family with you. Your family is not like we have families like children and all that. It's more like your big group of 300 is broken down into groups of 5, and you become co-creators of different things with those 5 as a group together, and you miss your other partners, basically. Energetically, I feel like you are a very dominant male energy, very precise and determined, and ready to launch yourself into action, to help, to solve problems on the spot, things like that. Mm, you are you're fascinated with the was Lyra constellation and the humans who came from it. And you're also trying to safe preserve the original virons who were positive, but then a lot of them were turned into negative by mixing up with grays and by accepting some gray technology who diverted, what's the right word, who who misled them on their path of evolution. Mm, and that's why the Lyran constellation is very vivid, and you like you've researched it a lot. You've received a lot of information and contributed to the. It's almost like as if you were writing Universal Encyclopedia and all together, all the groups of your 300 and putting it together. But it's all, the spaceship is made out of crystal because all this crystal contains information. And that's first, and second, it's indestructible. You cannot destroy that thing. It's an amazing shape. I can try to draw it later, but when you zoom from different angles, especially from the front, it kind of looks like petals like this and the flower opening up, and then when you look on the side, it's like multi-layered flower with the stem inside, like that. It looks very pretty. um so well, you fixed all the broken DNA, as you said just now. They were broken because of the too much pressure in all those lives, too much fighting back, too much resistance being put up as a wall. Uh, Too much hiding. It's just a feeling because you were subconsciously afraid that somebody would stop you, but you mostly on your doing something important, which you do, but it's mostly that you do it energetically, and which actually kind of happened already, and consciously you knew that something was wrong. I'm talking about this jellyfish type parasite thing, um, and that's why you were afraid of. It's like a defense mechanism, so you wouldn't be affected or infiltrated by any other creature or being to suck your energy, because it was also sucking your energy. Um, it's kind of, I understand how it spreads, how it self-replicates, because that one tentacle, it was producing other little ones. Um, from the energy that she was getting out of you, and you pushed out all the foreign energies, including the energetic rings of those chakras, or they look more like rings, but they're not. They weren't inside you. They were outside of your energy body. Kind of like hula hoop would be. Uh, and I just see like a streaming golden light inside of you. It's interesting. It doesn't circulate like this. It's like a stem inside you, just like in that spaceship. And then the stem spreads out like a tree branches, and then it makes the energy circulate through the branches, like that oak tree leaf that you showed me before. Um, so mental emotional body, your stem, you didn't really invent anything, that you just kind of opened up. You said you're opening up. Opening up, you mean expanding your essence, soul's essence, and it opens up like looks like an acorn that it opens up like that. So everything's gone and clean, and I don't know if you can ask questions.
Okay. Um, my dad.
Hmm?
Yeah. The juice. Let's just say that.
What is that? Sorry.
The
Do you want?
juice. Yeah. Can we?
You want me to record separately? I can do it
Yeah.
if you want.
Yeah. Please.
Okay, let me do.